Okay, so update on my life. I slept in my car last night. You guys saw what my setup was. It was actually pretty awesome, honestly. But I would say it was still sleeping in my car, and I've had a lot going on in my mind with the decisions that I would have had to make. But I kind of reflected on my goals that I posted on social media this morning at the start of the year, and that were I have a plan for my income and expenses. I've run a marathon by the end of this year, and I have 2 profitable trading months. And I realized that my actions, I was not closer to having, I'm not significantly closer to running a marathon. I mean, I had a plan for my income. I had a solid plan, and I executed it, and demonstrated the ability to earn $60,000 in a scalable medium. I did that. Done. I mean, that goal kind of changed as my vision expanded a little bit with window cleaning, but I definitely achieved my goal of how much money I made this summer. I will say, did I spend it correctly? No, I definitely did not. I had some moments of weakness and patterns of not valuing the dollars that were coming in, or not focusing on the numbers, because that's a really important part of business, is the numbers coming in and the numbers going out, and the numbers that are spendable, and how am I supposed to earn a certain amount of dollars and have a certain savings rate. I didn't have any savings rate because I wasn't saving any money, and I made some bad decisions, and I came up with a bit too much debt that I feel I couldn't really handle. And I mean, I could handle that, but in the next couple months, but it would just be super hard. And my parents offered me a get out of jail free card. I think I made some mistakes. I'm still gonna have to live with some of the consequences of my decisions, like an insurance company coming at me for an incident. So that might be $3,200 and $4,000 of financed equipment that I've paid partial of already, but it was financed over 12 months, $300-something payments, $320 payments or something. I have to make those payments for sure. Otherwise my credit score is affected. Anyways, I reflected a bit on my goals, and TLDR, I talked to my parents, and I accepted their offer after I had already changed my mind. But I'm going back to Nova Scotia. I decided, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this the right way, and I'm going to have to focus on what I'm doing, which means I'm going to go back to Nova Scotia. And when I go back, I am gonna really be in isolation lock-in mode. I really need to go to the gym every single day. I need to have an amazing diet, a perfect diet, and I need to run consistently. I need to form a schedule so I can manage all of that. The classes, I will wing all the classes. I know I can do it. I know I've done it before, and I'm not concerned about the classes at all, which might be 5 or 6. But I mean, I will show up and do them and whatever. But I also need an income source because I have some debt and I need to make some money on top of it. So at the risk of sacrificing some social time, I mean, I'm probably going to get caught up with some social things anyways. I'm probably going to live, I'm definitely going to live in my least favorite residence, Crawler Tower, which is the first year where I lived. It's the least expensive, farthest away residence, which kind of feels pretty bad. it's kind of it kind of reminds me of living in a metal box with a bed. But anyways, we're gonna live there, and we're gonna get this degree done, and we're gonna cash out, and we're going to be successful. But we also, part of the reason that we made this decision was we needed a little bit more time for kind of forming like a solution where we make a decent amount of money. And if my goal is to make money online, and I can buy time by using my degree, and not just buy time but also buy money, so I don't have to worry about my living situation, and I'm also making money on top of that, it's gonna be pretty hard. That would be pretty hard to beat. So I feel pretty good about my decision in terms of my goals, and I think that's kind of where we're at. Oh, also, one of my goals was finish my degree. Just get it done, get it out of the way. That was one of my goals. Put that at the beginning of this year, and full circle, we've come back to it. We've reflected on what our goals were. I would feel a little bit, oh, what's that? Oh, fuck. I would feel a little bit disappointed if I would feel a little bit disappointed if I have not completed my degree and I wrote it down, and that was one of my goals. And I just need to be coherent about what I say and what I do, and that's also why I posted on social media. So I'm glad I did that. That was a really good action. Thank you, past Ben. And I'm looking forward to you, future Ben. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. But not just that. I'm not just randomly looking forward to it. I'm gonna figure out a plan, and I'm gonna make it happen. Next 4 months are really just gonna be straight routine. It's just gotta happen. I just gotta double down on what I know, what I learned, and just keep it up. So let's keep up the work, Ben. Let's keep it going. Keep your life interesting, but do it in a way that makes sense for you, for your future, for your family. So that's where we're at. We're just driving back to our parents' place. We finished moving out of our apartment today. So we're all done. We're not living there anymore. And we're gonna probably live at our parents' place. I don't know 100% sure what my plans are, but we'll probably live there until we kind of figure out what we're gonna do next, which is probably gonna be a flight back to Nova Scotia. Classes start on Wednesday. It's Sunday today. That's in 4 days. Yeah, I mean, I don't have too much else to kind of say besides what I've said, so I'm gonna log off here. And you know, I think this video is gonna make sense in reverse. When you look back on this video, Ben, and you think about your decision, I hope you feel proud. I hope you feel I hope you know you made a really tough decision in a period in your life where you weren't so certain. And I hope this decision leads to the life that you want, and that you know you can get. If you're in my future right now, if you are future Ben, I just want to say thank you. I just want you to say thank you to this Ben. This Ben appreciate, and I'm gonna say, as I'm gonna take this as past Ben, and I'm gonna say you're welcome. And I'm gonna say thank you, future Ben, for doing all this stuff. Really. really the channel is to be kind of accountable, and it really is kind of a journal of my actions, and I really hope you guys can see that and know that the decisions that I am making in my life, they're not the easiest ones, and I mean, I don't live a super hard life. Of course, there's people that are in worse situations, but you're doing the best you can.